Thank you for picking up the sticks. This is episode 145, Stakes Gaming Podcast. I am Mike Carnett. To my right, Mike Steak Carnia.
What's going on?
To my left, Art the Disappearing Man Erosian.
Am I disappearing, man?
Yes, because you poofed out of nowhere in Vegas when I was following you guys.
Oh,
So like,
talking about that, okay.
Yeah, we were in Vegas last week. That's why we're slow on recording. And like we were by a sports book. We were gonna go someplace else, and we've been using this bathroom like the entire time because it was for NFL Week 1 that we were out there for. And I'm back of the line following these guys. I get a text. I look down at my phone. I look up and they're gone. And the last thing I saw them, they were heading towards the bathroom. So I figured they were in the bathroom. So I just sat down for a minute. About a minute and a half later, Art calls me. He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Where are you?" I'm sitting outside the bathroom. Like, we're not in the bathroom. I'm like, "Oh, then where are you then?"
never stopped.
Can't
Can't stop, won't stop.
It was like just like ninja vanish. Like they were just gone. Like I looked down for like a second and they were just gone.
So I thought there was another point that I vanished that I don't remember because
No.
Sunday night was definitely my go hard night, and there's a chance I'm forgetting some stuff from Sunday night.
Nope, it was just that one. You were still, you were coherent at that point.
I was.
That's why you're so stealthy.
That's true.
Exactly. I'm very sneaky.
So I think everyone in the video game world had a conference or a showcase.
So much shit was going on that
better
whole
than
time we were in
others?
Vegas.
Oh,
The
that's
whole time.
Yes, some better than others is like that's like the if you look at it, that's how it just is now. Some of them really bad though, but some of them had some interesting stuff peppered in. So we had a smattering of them. We're gonna go over, I believe.
I got the two major ones.
Good, that's a lot of fucking matters.
That's
all we
all that
need.
matters.
Capcom with Street Fighter 6 looks awesome.
Oh, I was like, Capcom has good stuff. Yeah,
And some of the Resident Evil stuff. And they're having another Resident Evil showcase like in a month or something.
Yeah,
Ubisoft had an event where they just talked about more Assassin's Creed and
all the Assassin's
more
Creed.
of the same stuff they've been doing for the past what feels like 2 decades at this point.
I started grabbing notes for that this morning, and I'm like, and then I was scanning through it. And I'm just like, no.
I was
I'm not doing this.
I read through the recap and I'm like, nah,
Assassin's
fuck this.
Creed.
This isn't even going to news.
Yeah.
It's all the stuff that we've seen for years from them,
Right.
And more Assassin's Creed,
Right.
So
In live action Assassin's Creed.
yeah,
And mobile Assassin's Creed.
yeah, so
Japanese
much,
Assassin's
so
Creed.
much
Japanese
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed.
So, but I think we have some interesting stuff to talk about in terms of what we're playing because I've been playing some interesting stuff lately. Steak?
Yes.
What you playing?
All right. So I know, Mike, you'll be talking about this one with me here.
Yep.
First one here, good old Game Pass game, Immortality.
Dude.
So I've not finished it yet. Still.
Oh.
Dude, I've hit
Dude.
I've hit a point,
Sorry, I
dude.
fit in.
I've hit a point where I think I'm like stuck. Like I have not been unlocking a new scenes. I'm like, oh, like
Okay.
it's getting me mad because I want to unlock more.
Okay, let's set this up a little bit. So, Immortality is the new game from Sam Barlow, the guy who did Telling Lies and then more famously Her Story, which is like their breakout hit.
Yeah.
I played that on my iPad like forever ago, and he just like makes these full motion video clip games where you're just hunting down pieces of information in these clips. In the 2 previous games, you would go in, you put like words in, and those words would be like pieces in the subtitles, and that's how you'd find the new clips. In this one, you click on different portions of the screen. So, like, you can click on an actor's face. You can click on a prop. You can click on, a stagehand, or whatever it is. Boobs. you can click on anything.
You have my attention.
Dude, there's...
I knew it would.
Yeah. For the record, there's a lot of that in this game.
Oh yeah, there's quite a bit.
There's
of
a
nudity.
lot of nudity in this game. But the premise of the game is there's an actress. Her name, God, it's been a while since I played it now. Marissa Marcel.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds right.
She appeared in 2 movies like 30 years ago. Neither one got released for different reasons. And then she was trying to make a comeback I think it was like in the 90s.
Yeah.
And that movie also got stopped. So you have been given all of these like video clips from the like actual filming of the movies, some behind the scenes clips, the auditions, table readings. All this stuff,
Oh, yeah.
like
all this crazy stuff,
all this
everything.
stuff, and you can piece together basically 3 full movies
Yeah.
if you find all the clips, and you're trying to find out what happened to this actress is the long and short of it, and I think I'm assuming at some point you hit like the turning point of the game, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I want to talk about it.
That totally messed me up.
Oh, dude, I can't.
I was like, wait a minute, something's off here.
Yes.
And I was just like, I think I'm supposed to do something here.
Yes.
And then I figured it out, and I was like, Oh my God! This just opened up a whole
Yeah.
new world. That's what got me in.
Yes.
Because I was like, okay, I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. Like at first, I was like, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I'm like, okay, I get what's going on. Like, all right, this is kind of interesting. Blah,
Right.
blah, blah. But as soon as I hit that point, I was like, oh,
I want to do like a 5 minutes of spoiler talk on this thing, kind of. I don't want to. I know because you haven't finished it yet. I have unlocked everything. There's one clip I can't find, and when the game first came out, there was like a glitch in the achievement.
Okay.
That it was just like would only get you to 95% of this one piece of it.
Okay.
And it said it was fixed, but I can't get past that point. So I feel like I've seen everything because I've looked through so much tutorials
Yeah.
and things like that. I feel satisfied with
Sure.
me finishing this game. I do want to do like just a 5 minute spoiler talk when we're done with this, but it is surprisingly engrossing. It was one of those things like, oh, holy crap, it's 3:00 in the morning, and like
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
clicking on everything and trying to find all this stuff and piece it together. Trying to piece it together. And it's just like there's so many different stories intertwining with all these clips. So it's like you're following the plot of the movies. You're finding what's going on behind the scenes. You're trying to figure out these relationships between these actors and actresses.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out what the hell did happen to that actress. Like, where did she go?
right.
So yeah, it's really
It's wild. It is just crazy.
yeah, and like. There's a couple things in a couple times when I was playing it too. I was just like, man, this feels really real.
Yeah.
The performances are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Because you gotta remember too, they're also doing like the behind the scenes stuff. So they'll be like, they're talking, they're just chatting, shooting shit before, like, all right, guys, all right, calm down, get together, like, all right, action.
Right.
So they gotta like really go through. They have like different versions of the characters they're playing. They're having like the on-screen version of their actor. They're having the off-screen version of the actor. Sometimes they're having just a completely just like casual version of their actor because they're showing him at like parties and stuff. Like it's remarkably well performed and I think written and put together.
Yeah.
And the way that I came across the twist was just like. I feel like I found the twist in like the perfect spot where it was just like, if this was the intended way to do it, it is fucking genius.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, man, it like you see some people finish this game in like 5-6 hours. I'm on like hour like 10, 11 because I'm just like I play every game. I'm crawling around the corners and scratching trying to find every little bit of information. But yeah, this one just completely engrossed me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I can't believe like you said, like the parts where like sometimes you're skipping around and like it looks like it's them just goofing around, but no, it was actually them just like practicing a scene.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no, you guys are just practicing a scene. I thought they were just sitting around talking, and then I realized, oh wait, no, this is part of the fucking movie. Like,
yeah, and
that's kind of neat, like the way they're doing it.
Yeah, and you can like when you uncover a scene, you can like rewind, fast forward, go back and forth, watch the full scene, whatever it is, and click anytime. You can stop the scene, click wherever you want to see if something else uncovers a new scene. All right, are you ever gonna play this game?
What game is this?
Immortality.
Yeah, I can click on boobs, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Then I don't want to spoil anything or not, but like, yeah,
It's like I said,
it was a chain event of what the fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is
Yeah,
it? Like,
yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
and then when I finally figured it out, that's when it's like it blew my mind apart, and it was just like, whoa,
yeah,
like it
yeah,
was just
pretty
like
much.
it was just all those things, and it's like
I need to find more.
I gotta go. I gotta
check everything.
Yeah.
Everything I just saw, I gotta watch again.
It's like, oh, it's so brilliant.
It is. It really is.
I was super excited for this game when they first showed it because I love the Sam Barlow games. I loved Her Story significantly more than Telling Lies, but I still like Telling Lies. So I was really jacked up for this game. Then it was on Game Pass, and it was like then the reviews came in. I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
And then it was still a thing when I got my hands on it, and like I went in pretty dark. So it was one of my favorite experiences of the year so far. It was that turning point. Turning point in the game.
100%. I agree.
All right, you should play it. Not just for the boobs, but just for
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while to get to that part. It took me a while to get to that to unlock those scenes.
We'll see.
There's a lot of it there, though.
There is quite a bit.
that is not safe for work or children.
No, that creates a problem.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if I'm playing my Xbox, my kid's awake.
Ooh, that's not good. That's no bueno.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's a full. I mean, and fuck, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
I couldn't recommend that game harder for
100%.
for everybody.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. All right, let's see what else did I play. I delved into the Valkyrie Elysium released a demo. It took me about 2 hours to get through. It's nice because if you're interested, the save does go through to the full retail game. It will carry over. It's neat. I like the art. The art style is really neat. Gameplay took a little bit to get used to, but I do enjoy it. I do feel like having a PS4 version is kind of holding this one back though a little in terms of visuals.
Okay.
Like I like the art style, but the style it could look better. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I like what they did with it, but it could look better. Like, so it would have been nice if it was just like PS5. But I'm looking forward to that. That's coming out next week. And then I did dive in a little bit to this morning. The Star Ocean also released a demo, The Divine Force. That's looking pretty good. From the like about an hour or so that I played it, it was way better than the last Star Ocean game. So that's a plus already.
Hey.
So we'll see. Another one I dived into, another Game Pass game that was added recently. A bit of a surprise. Ni no Kuni, the remastered, was added. So this was a game that was on PS3 back in the day. Finally made its way to Xbox. This is the Studio Ghibli style looking game. I played a little bit of it on PS3, and then by PS3 360 era, it was back in when I was a little younger, so I was going out more, so I didn't play nearly as much. So I've already passed the point of where I was in that game last time. And I'm only like 7 hours in, but I'm already past that point where I got before. So super enjoying that. And last but not least, I did join Art Andy in Vegas one night for some Back 4 Blood.
Watch out.
It was fun. It's fun. It's a good time. Yeah. Like it's nothing special, but it's a good time. It was fun going through, fucking zombies up, getting fucked up by zombies, breaking down doors and having Art yell at me because the alarm sets off.
I didn't yell at him. I explained to him how to identify the alarm doors.
No, for sure. No. The one time I opened one door and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how'd this happen? And Art's like, was it this door here? I'm like, yeah. He's like, there's a sign on the door. I'm like, God damn it, there is a sign
there
on
was.
the door.
And the reason I pointed out to you is like, I'm sure the first time I played the game, I didn't know what the hell that meant.
No, yeah, I had no idea. And then also, the very first level, Vegas tells me to turn around. He's like, hey, you see those birds? I'm like, yeah. He's like, shoot them. I'm like, all right. I shoot the birds, and here comes a horde of zombies. But it was fun.
At which point, when that happened, I just went into every man for himself mode.
Yeah.
You guys can deal with all the shit. I'm just going to melee everything to death. You're on your own.
Absolutely.
If you get in the way, so be it.
So that's definitely a game like I would probably never play on my own.
Yeah.
But I would. But yeah, if people are on and I'm not in the middle of something else, I will totally dive in and play.
I think the only time I've ever played that game on my own is like if I just built a deck just to test it out.
Sure,
See how
I
it
can
works.
see that. I can see that because I'm gonna have to because I'm still with how early in I am. I'm still using like the preset starter deck basically. But I did because like when I was waiting after I get it all like installed and everything, I was like, well, let me jump into that first campaign level, like just to kind of get a feel for what this was feeling like. And it was cool, but it was one of those where I was just like, all right, that was neat, like, but I wasn't like, it was just okay, but it was, like I said, it was way better with more people. I mean, that's how Left 4 Dead was back in the day too.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Playing Left 4 Dead by yourself wasn't nearly as great as
you
with
literally
others.
couldn't finish some of this stuff. The AI was so bad.
Some of it
Right,
you
yeah.
could write. Oh yeah,
Like-
100%, yeah. So, but yeah, so that's fun.
Art,
Yo.
what you playing?
Oh, let's see. Went back, started Cyberpunk over again.
Dude, okay, we're all on the same page.
It's
So
installing right now.
I
Steak's
stopped
installing it. I
stopped
have mine
playing
ready to go.
Cyberpunk to play Back 4 Blood with Steak, okay?
it's very nice. I have mine. Mine is installed and ready to rock and roll too. I think I'm gonna jump back into.
Yeah, so
Apparently, us and all the rest of the world, they had like 1 million concurrent players like every day.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
it's
like
been
updates.
crazy,
It's making a comeback.
Yeah.
so bought the game for the third time.
Oh my goodness.
Bought it for PlayStation because I bought it for Xbox 4 when it was like $10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the game's a little bit more adult than I want on the TV when my kids are around, so
True.
I'm not gonna. And plus, looking at the screen and trying to like read the subtitles and like menus and shit while you're playing, like where my couches are for my TV in the front room, it's really hard to read.
I got you.
Fair enough.
And I only dropped $10 on the game there.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I think for PlayStation I paid $20.
Oh,
So I mean, if I intend on playing it all the way through this time, it'll be worth it. Yeah, I like the game when I first playing on PC. Playing on PS5, have to play it on the performance mode. I first tried playing it with like in the ray tracing mode, and it's too choppy for
No
me.
bueno.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I've turned into one of those FPS snobs or what, but for whatever reason it was too choppy for me. Even playing it in the performance mode, it's not choppy, but I'm noticing a lot of little hiccups and like bugs and glitches and shit, which it wasn't free of that stuff when I played it on launch on PC, but I feel like it wasn't. The problems were bigger when I played it at launch on PC, but they weren't as frequent as I'm seeing it on PlayStation.
Okay.
So on PlayStation, it's like the game just kind of gets choppy at certain points, and I'm not sure if that's a part of me going into rest mode and coming back out and never actually shutting the game down. The game did hard crash on me once the other night, and once I started it back up, things seemingly were fine then. So it could just be that it doesn't do well with rest mode. But yeah, I mean, playing it on PC, I have had a decent PC at the time that it came out, so I wasn't running any of the performance problems that anyone was having with trying to run it on lower end machines or a launch PS4 or Xbox One. So I mean, I enjoyed the game then. I'm enjoying it again now. I'm still not caught up to where I was on PC. In the menus, it does say that they have a cross save function.
Oh.
But I didn't even bother booting it up on PC and trying to do that because I would not remember where I was, what kind of specs I was building out.
How to do things.
Yeah, any of that. So I would rather just start from scratch and do the tutorials.
Makes
And
sense.
I chose, when you start off the game, you choose from one of 3 classes. I chose a different class than what I chose last time to get a little different experience. I think the only thing that's really different is like the opening part, which serves as the tutorial.
Yeah, that's
kinda.
where you start.
Yeah.
Like, who did you pick this time?
I picked the Nomad,
Who were you the first time?
Corpo.
Yeah, I did a Corpo run my first, I think I only played it for like 6-7 hours when it first came out. So it wasn't too far in. But I'm restarting at Corpo, I've decided.
Yeah, the intro for Nomad, I don't think I think I preferred the Corpo intro.
Okay.
From what I remember of it.
What's the third option? 'Cause I think that's
Street Kid.
Okay, I think that's what I did the first time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, when I booted it up and it gave me that option, I'm like, well, I'm going to choose something different because,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think really the only thing different it does is it gives you some different dialogue options when you play through the
Yeah,
game.
right.
Once you get past that tutorial part, it's the same game, regardless of which class you pick.
I do remember people treating me, once I got into the city, people treated me differently when I was a Corpo. I would assume if you're like a city kid,
Yeah.
they don't have like some of those, like, I remember having a conversation with somebody and they like didn't believe me because like I'm Corpo. So I figured that would be, it's like what the differences would be.
I think it's all dialogue stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoying that. I had a night the other night where I got in a Grand Theft Auto mode and one more mission.
Okay.
I gotta do a little bit more to get my skill point. One more mission, and it's 3 a.m. I have to get for work the next day, and that was a rough day. I think it was Sunday night, so Monday was rough. Outside of that, you mentioned Back 4 Blood. I've been playing Madden 23.
Me too. Yeah, I did the same exact thing Art did. How did you buy yours?
So I got mine on an Amazon warehouse deal. It was I think it was $55. I'm guessing it was a return because the case was cracked.
Mine was, I did the same thing, but it was $50. So
Nice.
And
nice.
I say when I bought it, I had a $25 gift card on Amazon, so I paid $30 for it.
Oh, there you go.
I had a $100 gift card. So I paid nothing.
There you go.
You win maybe.
No, we both played Madden, so we're both even.
Yeah, we're both part of the problem.
I win. I still don't own it. So
No, I bought that shit used. It doesn't count.
Me too.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
We bought it used. It doesn't roll up to anybody, I assume. Maybe. I don't know.
EA already got their money.
Yeah, exactly.
So, contrary to what I saw in the demo, that game is still buggy as fuck as far as franchise mode, like story stuff.
Yep.
Every time I get a cutscene, the player that they're talking to has a different last name on the back of their fucking jersey. And it's never been the right jersey.
And it's way off center. And they're wearing a different variation of the jersey than the game I just played it in. So like I'll be playing in the normal the normal Bears navy jersey, and then they'll have like their throwbacks on in the cutscene. So
oh my god, that's ridiculous.
So, I've been playing through franchise mode. So for as long as I can remember, there's always been a problem with Madden where all pro's too easy, all Madden's way too hard.
Yep.
So I've been looking around online for, sliders that people are playing with and say work good. I found a set that I've tweaked quite a bit because interceptions are just absurd.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I look at it, the more it's I'm making shitty decisions,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think that it should be an interception every time. Like there's some where I throw the ball to the defender who's staring right at the quarterback, and
right.
I'm like, fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
well.
that was on me.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of plays where like if you throw it over the middle, like the linebacker or the safety will get there right at the same time as the receiver, and every single fucking time the defensive back wins.
Mm-hmm.
They always get the ball. It's never gone to offense.
I did have a DB drop a ball.
I
I did some sliders too. I picked like the most like popular one.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I did that initially and it was awful. But I went on. I think I was on the Operation Sports forums, which you've never been on that website and you play sports video games, you're missing out.
Why am I missing out then?
And I picked the ones there that everyone said was like, yeah, these are great. Apparently, I'm still not good enough for them. I turned down like computer interceptions. I didn't change the user interceptions at all because I don't play defense. I just play offense, so that really wouldn't affect me. I also turned down the computer reaction time.
Okay.
I think it was like DB reaction time because every time I caught a ball, I was tackled immediately. Like there was no space at all.
Are you okay? I was like, are you pressing the catch and run feature?
Yes.
All right then.
Depending on where the ball is and how many people are around, I press all the buttons. Sometimes I go aggressive. Sometimes I go conservative.
Okay. Like you press them all at once. It's
No,
not
no,
gonna
no,
work.
no. I'm not button mashing.
Okay. Bam.
Yankee swap. No, I press different ones based on the play. and where it is.
Okay.
One thing I found helped out. So I'm playing with the Bears. Whoever, as everyone knows, has well, I'll say these sliders I'm using. If you have a bad offensive line, you got punished for it hard. Also, so I have the Bears receivers. And in my first year, they were terrible, so I traded David Montgomery, and Denver offered me Jerry Jeudy and a fourth-string running back, so I took it.
All right.
After my second or third season, I think it was second season, Justin Jefferson became a free agent. So I threw a boatload of money at him. Having a 99 overall receiver makes a huge difference. It turns out.
Shocking.
But yeah, it makes a huge difference, like almost an unfair difference. But even like I was talking about before, because I thought when I got him and saw like he actually is able to get more separation than these other guys I have who are like low to mid 80s, so they're not terrible.
Yeah.
They're starting quality above average receivers. But what I was talking about, where the defenders always win like the toss-up ball where the guys get there at the same time, even with a 99 overall receiver, the defense is still winning every one of those toss-up balls. So that's annoying. So I've basically turned my strategy to I'm going to pound the ball down your fucking throat.
That's right.
And like I'm like setting rules for myself. Like I'm trying to be like, in the real NFL, it doesn't pay to pay up for a running back now. So I'm trying to, like, anytime I get a running back, I'm not paying more than like $2 or $3 million a year.
Yeah. Oh, I turned Montgomery into an X Factor, and I paid him his money.
Oh, he wanted.
He is awesome. When he ranks up, he is awesome.
He wanted $6 million a year, and I won 2 games in my first season. He was traded before the deadline. I've traded Justin Fields, drafted another quarterback.
I'm thinking about doing that too.
He like I would play with him, and like, granted, I'm throwing a ton of interceptions because I'm figuring out that if they're staring at my quarterback, I can't throw the ball in that area because I'm going to lose. But like, still plenty of touchdowns, plenty of rushing yards, and he never progressed for me at all, even though he has a star dev trait.
Yep,
that's crazy.
So I was like, well, if he's not progressing after 3 years, I'm going to trade him, before his contract's up. And I drafted another quarterback, and this quarterback I drafted can, complete a fucking pass. Which that's the other thing too with the sliders I'm using. There's more like pass inaccuracy, but with Fields, it was like if I could be in a nice pocket. No one around me, like no one within 2 yards of the quarterback, and throw a ball, and I would say he was under pressure, bad pass. I'm like, you know what? If that's under pressure and he can't complete a pass, this is never going to fucking work.
Right.
So
I've gotten like the throwing across his body, and I'm like rolling to the right, and I'm throwing to the right, so I don't know how I'm throwing across my body.
So, but yeah, there's still a lot of glitchy stuff in the game.
You're playing on Xbox, you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So this is the first time I've played Madden on Xbox ever. So I've had a few errant X throws.
Yes. I played Madden on Xbox for like the last however many years, and I still make errant X play calls. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I called a shotgun pass. Why are you coming out with a power I formation?
But like you talked about one of the games really not liking rest mode. Madden does not like
No.
quick resume.
No,
At all.
Not at all.
So
Not at all.
before I'm done, I have to leave my franchise, get out of the franchise, like the franchise screen where I pick it.
Completely.
You need to go back to all the way back to
yeah.
the main
Oh,
menu,
yeah.
and then maybe you'll be all right.
Even then, half the time you can't
It's
reconnect to the
awful.
EA servers.
I
You
was
have to
saying,
restart the
awful.
game. Yep.
I would say half the time what I'll do is like if I know I played on quick resume the time before, I'll just exit out of the game from the Xbox dashboard and relaunch it before I play
100%.
again.
You might as well. Shit.
Because yeah,
It's every EA game on Xbox. Like the quick resume is a terrible.
I know. I would say
because it even says like, oh, hit this button to reconnect. Okay, never reconnect.
Just
so you have to
circles.
restart the game anyways.
yeah. I know the past couple of years on Madden that's been a complaint of mine, and if Xbox is going to certify these games as Xbox Series X or S ready, quick resume is a feature you advertise. That shit needs to work in certification.
Yeah, it's pretty
If
ridiculous.
the devs can't do that, then it's not getting certified. Of course, they're not going to do that for Madden because they lose a shit ton of money. But
Right.
Well, certification's a joke.
I think certification is basically like, does it run on our machine? Does
it launch?
Does it show the right button prompts? Are you not showing PlayStation button prompts? Fantastic.
See, well, I don't know about that. I have a game that I bought that that a button is clearly supposed to show as part of the tutorial, and it's gibberish. It is pure it's like a digital code. Like it's weird.
But it's not showing PlayStation.
That's all that
button
matters.
That's true. That is true.
All right, going back to Madden sliders.
prompts. Yeah.
Something else I'd recommend for you is like this. I don't know if they had this last year, but it's the first year I've recognized it or seen it. Is they have the XP sliders too. You know how I said like last time, like the defenses, like the lines, you can boost up like so. It's a 300 point scale, and normal is 100. So I moved moved a bunch of people up to like 150 just to get a little bit more on there, and it seems to be that's leveling out some.
Okay.
So I'd recommend doing that.
All right, I'll look at that.
But it's still there's no reason why while Justin Fields isn't progressing.
Right. I don't expect him to be like off the charts because I haven't been playing great with him, but something.
I was
Right.
like, I mean, after I finished first season, and like I got to mess with the sliders again too because I won the Super Bowl and I should not have with that team. There's no reason I didn't make any like massive
Fantasy
moves.
draft team or you?
No, I played the Bears because like the fantasy draft thing is so fucked up still. Like I
Yeah.
can't, maybe next go around I might do that just to see if that new free agency stuff actually does make a difference or not. But I just played as the Bears and I just did not do anything too crazy. So I need to figure out that good between those two difficulty settings.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I feel like it sucks that I'm having to like play through like shitty experience games for myself, but like in the long run, I think it'll help if I can find a good set of sliders to play with. Because this is one of those games that I'll sit there and play through multiple seasons between now and whenever I get tired of it or find another Xbox game to play.
Yeah, I mean it's week 2 right now, but I've already finished a year and a half. So you know what I mean, like in week 2 of the actual NFL season.
Right.
Yeah.
Week 2. I'm in year 3.
See, that's always been my problem with hockey too. Because like the sliders are just so.
Yeah,
oh my god! Because either you play a rookie, you're winning 14-0,
Yeah.
or you go to semi-pro and you're losing 5-2, and you're getting bumped off every damn puck. You get called for every penalty. You get bumped off. You know what I mean? That's been my problem with NHL for the last few years.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's another one where I'll be giving another 10-hour go and see, and that'll probably be good enough.
That's another thing. I need to go through and play with. Well, I don't think it's not happened as much now, but when I did have fields, like I noticed, like defenders are just pushing my receivers off their fucking routes, and nothing's getting called. And I definitely didn't lower the pass interference slider at all. So
It seems like they only call pass interference when the ball is in the air. If it's not in the air, they don't call it. Like I again, like you said, like I have like intersecting like crossing routes.
Yeah.
Right.
And everyone's just like it's like a clusterfuck in the middle, and there's definitely defenders like bumping guys way off the route. I'm like 15 yards down, and they don't call anything.
That's annoying.
yeah, I mean the crossing routes I've had it where everyone just it's all jumbled up, and
Yeah.
I just discount that as okay, well, computer can't figure out how to get people to slightly avoid each other. But like I've had ones where I'll have a guy running like a slant or like an in route, and the defender's obviously defending the inside of him, and like when he gets to the top of the route and goes to cut, he'll just like push him vertically instead of letting him cut. And I throw the ball and nothing gets called.
Yeah.
No bueno.
I mean, there's like 2 or 3 different penalties going on in these plays, and nothing's happening. I think there was one defensive pass interference in like the however many games I played, and I almost threw a fucking parade in my house.
Everyone I've had has been for like a deep ball down the sidelines every single time, and I've only had I've had less than a handful. Yeah. So I don't know.
Justin Jefferson's really good.
I imagine.
Well, the year he was a free agent in my franchise, him, one of the Bosas, it doesn't really matter which one, they're both ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And Justin Herbert were all free agents.
Jesus.
Oof.
And I don't know if the computer doesn't.
Try to throw in as much money as you can.
I had like $70 million in cap space still at that point. So I think Jefferson ended up signing for close to $30 million a year.
Woo.
And I threw a contract at Bosa too. I couldn't afford Herbert once I got Jefferson. Herbert wanted $50 million a year, justifiably so.
Yeah.
So I threw money at Bosa, and he ended up signing with someone else. I don't know who. Herbert signed with the Giants.
Ha!
But yeah, and then I went and drafted my other, my new quarterback.
Nice.
I don't know if that's the thing too. Just switching quarterbacks, it seemed like the pass game started working better, even though him and Fields were rated both 75s.
That's so weird.
So yeah,
Let's hope they fix everything with college football, huh?
I do feel there was an improvement this year. Like I said, it's not like this is perfect.
Well, no, it is. It is
that.
an improvement. Yeah,
but I feel like they're on an upward trajectory right now, which is the first time in a while.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm nervous about college football.
I want my college football.
I'm excited.
Though.
I want it, but I'm nervous that it's EA. I mean,
I know.
That's all I've been playing, I think.
All right, so the other 2 things I played, I played a short hike, which was like an indie darling from a few years ago.
Awful.
The game or just like the activity?
Just the idea.
Okay. It was like an indie darling from a few years ago. You're basically, the whole idea is like you're on this little island, and you're trying to get cell phone reception because you're trying to call your mom. And the only way you can do that is at the top of the mountain. So you're trying to get up to the top of the mountain. And you can only do that because you got to get some different abilities, and you got to find these feathers that let you like float and climb and fly because you're a bird. I feel like I think my years of playing like, Skyrim and things like that. I think I wasn't supposed to go up the mountain the way I went up the mountain, but I made it to the top.
Hey, that's all that matters.
And you either hit the jump button and catch a little glitchy corner and jump to the next one, and eventually,
Skyrim and Horizon has trained me well.
Here's the thing: I've been doing that for years, and everyone lost their shit when apparently you can climb stuff in Breath of the Wild. You see something, you can climb it. Yeah, I've been climbing the sides of fucking walls for generations.
So I think I got up there when I wasn't quite supposed to yet. And I think the game, I even that being said too, I wasn't really vibing too much with it. I thought it was okay. I know a lot of people liked it a lot. I don't know. It just didn't connect with me.
It's no Hatoful Boyfriend.
What?
I was trying to think of the name of it. Damn it.
Oh, I was that. I don't know why that. I don't know why that reminded me.
Speaking of,
but like they have when you're playing the game, they have a slider about like how like retro you want to make the graphics to look.
Oh.
And like the default one was like, man, this looks like fucking trash. And then I was just like, let me mess with it. I went into settings and and they have like I moved it all up to smooth and it looked amazing. Like, why would this not be the main option? Like, this looks great.
That's not the point.
Nah.
Do they try to make it like the default so that it'll run on a potato?
I guess maybe. I mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not a heavy game. But like in the first like minute, I was just like, I'm just gonna. Okay, well, you want me to go up the mountain? Like, I'm gonna go in the ocean and see what happens. So I mean, it does give you that little bit of freedom, which I did like. But like, yeah, there was a bunch of stuff I didn't do because I didn't need to because I got to the thing and I made the call. And then lastly, I played Lego Builder's Journey. Have you heard of that one yet?
Was that the Apple Arcade?
Yes.
Okay.
It was on Apple Arcade originally, and then it's on Xbox, and I don't think it's on PlayStation, But it's definitely on Xbox. That's where I played it.
Yeah, it's on Xbox and maybe Switch.
Yeah, you might
I
be
think
right.
it might be on Switch too.
So, what this game is like. I mean, it's very different than any other Lego game because you always have like all the other Lego games are like action adventure and things like that.
Right.
This is like a little. It reminds me almost. It reminds like when you remember like Hitman Go from way back in the day.
Oh,
when
yeah.
like you would there'd be like a little room. This has like little one screen little puzzles that you move Lego pieces around to get from A to B. And they do it in all kinds of different ways, and they have a lot of really interesting things you can do with the pieces. And you can move them, you can manipulate them to make these little paths. And the whole idea is like you're trying to get basically reconnect seemingly a child and a parent.
Okay.
Because it's not like they don't have like the minifigs there, like the Lego minifigs.
Right.
You just have like it's like the minimalist stack of bricks is you, and it's like okay, that looks like one person, that looks like another person, and that one's a bigger person, so I assume that's a
Gotcha.
parent. And then they have a specific piece that they can jump on, so they can only jump on that one piece. So you're moving those two pieces along, kind of like leapfrogging them to get across it. But then you have to build different, bridges and bridge gaps and do all kinds of things. They have special pieces that do some special things as well that would add some variety to the puzzle solving, which I did like a lot. It was pretty short. I think I finished it in like 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty nice actually, because
Okay.
I love short games.
It's not bad sometimes.
It was very pretty. It looked like I felt like I could touch those Lego pieces. Like they had that tactile shininess to them,
Nice.
and had the clicking sound to it.
Nice.
It's very like the worlds you're in are very like industrial, and they have one thing where it's like you would put like a peg in one of those like turny sockets, so you can make like basically make like a crank.
Okay.
And then I was trying to, and the way you get more pieces, they had like the actual. You get a Lego set and you get a little orange like removal piece. I think that like helps you like the little key.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It
I
activated.
am your Lego expert. Ask me
Yes,
all the questions.
it activated one of those, and it had it came through and like knocked all the pieces off, and it was just really kind of cool to see. Like,
Oh, cool.
It had those little pieces like that were really neat. Yeah, I totally enjoyed it. I think I got it for I think usually it's like $20, which I think is a little steep for this one.
Yeah.
I think I bought it for like half off on some sale recently, but yeah, I mean it was definitely fun. A few like just like what the hell am I supposed to do here moments like
Sure.
puzzle wise, which I appreciate on something that's
Typical Lego.
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
Even in their normal games.
yeah,
Same
right.
thing.
Like what the heck am I supposed to do here? So it's like it's just really nice to just have like get from A to B. All right, that screen washes away, next one comes up. All right, and
Right.
it's like it was very chill. It was very low stakes, but you're just trying to trying to solve that puzzle that was in front of you, and it's just nice. And then you did it, and you feel great. And then here's another puzzle. Here's another puzzle for you. So yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed that one too. So I would recommend that one. That's really it.
I'm glad more of these Apple Arcade games are coming off of there, because there's quite a few on there that I want to play that I'm an Android guy, so but also I don't want to play that version of it.
Yeah.
Like the Hot Shots Golf creators. They had their own golf. They just released it on the Switch, and I hear it's fantastic. It's only like $20 too, and I hear it's great. It's Hot Shots Golf. There's that one Mistwalker. They created a Lost Odyssey on Xbox 360. They still have an amazing like turn-based diorama RPG on there. I'm praying that gets off of there one of these days and comes on the consoles. I'm glad more of them are coming off.
Yeah, I mean they seem to like find some success when they've gotten moved around too. So yeah, I mean there's always hope for that.
Yeah.
I was going back to talking about Lego games and how there's puzzles in all of them. So every now and then, my kid loves Legos, loves the Lego games. He'll get stuck somewhere. He just walks up to me with his Switch and he's like, "Can you help me?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're playing. I don't know where you are in the story."
What franchise is this? Do I know that franchise?
Which Lego franchise are we playing?
It's either Harry Potter, Star Wars, or Marvel.
All right, I can help you with some of those.
I was if it's Harry Potter, go to your mom.
That is the answer sometimes. But usually it's like a puzzle. Like, okay, you need to get up there. You have to go here and do this and that. And like I'll do it and hand it back to him. And he's like, "How did you know to do that?" I'm like, "Kid, I've been doing this shit for about 30 years."
Gaming acumen.
Experience.
I was like, "I've been doing this for 30 years. A lot of puzzles are the same exact thing, just with a different coat of paint on them. It's enjoyable.
Level design doesn't always change.
Yeah.
The things I can do to shock the kid are that and block him trying to kick me. I karate chopped him in the shin the other day. He was trying to kick me, and I dropped him.
So I'll teach him.
Well, he's in Taekwondo, so I blocked it.
Oh, there you go.
I did it. He's like, that wasn't body block. I'm like, no, that was karate chop. Try it again.
Where'd you learn that? The streets.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that? Hong Kong Fooey.
Oh my goodness. Steak.
Awesome.
What's coming on the next couple weeks?
All right. This is kind of the calm.
Yeah.
The calm before.
The calm before God of War.
The calm before February 2023.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude, October's nuts too.
Let's not fucking get into February. Yeah. October's crazy too, but oh my God. All right. September 27th. Tunic is making its way to Switch, PS4, and PS5. As I mentioned earlier, September 29th, Valkyrie Elysium is coming out for PS4 and PS5. On September 30th, FIFA 23 is coming out for PC, Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Stadia. And
Last one.
Ted Lasso's in there.
Yep, last one. And Ted Lasso. I saw it today too. I was like, is this real?
And their team. And
Yeah.
his team. That's kind of funny, actually.
But this is the last one according to their agreement.
It
so
is.
buy it on Switch.
Yeah.
For real though.
It's a legacy edition on Switch.
So what? So you want to, 3 years later, somebody's like, man, I want to play the last FIFA on Switch.
That's true.
I got one sealed for $150. What do you want?
That I'm sure. October 6th, Nier Automata is coming out on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Is it actually on Switch or is it a cloud version?
No,
It's actually on Switch.
Native Switch. And then also on October 6th, No More Heroes 3 is making its way over to PS4, PS5, and Xbox. All right. I got it all this time, Art. So I didn't leave it out.
Yeah, you got the opposition programming.
I got it all. PlayStation Plus Essentials.
Good, because I didn't look it up.
Well, it's great because it has one blog post now, so this makes it really easy for me now.
They don't put anything on premium, so it's really easy.
Well, yeah, we'll get in there in a second. PlayStation Plus Essentials for September. Need for Speed Heat, PS4. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus for PS4. I forgot. I did load that up. It's a fighting game, but also has an RPG mode. And it's kind of neat.
Just some old school stuff there.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool. And Toem for PS5.
I'm going to be playing that at some point.
Yes. That is on my radar to play. Your PlayStation Plus Extra and maybe premium games available now.
If they're on Extra, it's definitely on premium too. So you get that.
Well, that's true. Deathloop for PS5. Assassin's Creed Origins for PS4. Watch Dogs 2 PS4. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 PS4. Spiritfarer Farewell Edition PS4. Chicory A Colorful Tale PS4.
But I just bought the game and I was pissed. Then I realized that's only the PS4 version and I felt better.
Yes. Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 5 for PS4 and PS5.
The fifth official video game.
Fifth one. I'm a little jealous of this one. I wish this one would come to Game Pass because I don't want to pay money for it. Alex Kidd and Miracle World DX.
Oh, yeah.
PS4, PS5. That's like a good Game Pass type game there. Rabbids Invasion, the interactive TV show, PS4. Rayman Legends, PS4.
That's a good
but
game.
a great one. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, complete edition for PS4.
Same thing.
And then for premium classics, so we do actually have some this month. We do have some this month. Sight and Filter 2 for PS1. There's trophy support on that one, and also you could pick between PAL or NTSC.
They're really, really pushing Siphon Filter as like as a face of this.
I feel like it's got to become making a
that's
comeback.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's what I was going to say. I feel like they're really putting a lot of Gabe Logan up on. I've seen more Gabe Logan in the last 5 months than I have in the last 15 years.
And don't get me wrong, Siphon Filter was popular back in PS1, but not this popular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was known and people played it, but I don't feel like it was this big.
But there's a big old Metal Gear Solid hole.
Oh yeah,
in gaming right now,
100%. And then ones that are added to Classic for God knows what reason. The Sly Collection for PS3.
What's wrong with the Sly Collection?
So, yeah,
There's nothing wrong with the Sly Collection.
Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time for PS3. Bentley's Hat Pack for PS3. Then we do have a couple PSP games. Toy Story 3 and Kingdom of Paradise. All right, so let's see here. Xbox Game with Gold. I don't even know why we still do this.
Well, this is the last
because they still do it.
This is the last Xbox 360 game.
That's true. This is the last one. That's right.
They go out with the bang too.
Let's see. So it's still available though right now. Gods Will Fall until September 30th. Double Kick Heroes until October 15th. That game's actually pretty awesome.
Okay.
Hopefully you already grabbed it because it's past. Thrillville was an original Xbox game, but you can currently get until the end of the month Portal 2 for 360, which is of course a great game.
One of the greatest games of all time.
All right, let's see. I have a ton of Game Pass stuff here, so bear with me. We've got a lot here. All right, on September 6th, Disney Dreamlight Valley was added for console. I did load that up briefly. It's basically just an upscale mobile game. No thanks. Opus Magnum PC September 6th. Train Sim World 3 console, PC and cloud. Ashes of the Singularity PC. DC League of Super Pets. The Adventures of Crypto and Ace cloud, console and PC. You Suck at Parking. Great title. This game probably sucks, but great title. Cloud, console, and PC.
So I was about to say, you're really aggressive. You've never even been in a car.
I
game.
love
What
it.
are you talking about?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, console and PC. Despot's Game, console, PC. Metal Hellsinger. I forgot. I did start playing that console and PC. I started playing that easy.
Okay.
And I felt like I was getting a little better.
Did you calibrate your TV?
I calibrated 3 times, and every single time I got something completely
Yeah.
different.
Okay, so it's you.
You sound like me with Rock Band.
Oh my god! Normally, no, that's the thing. I used to do it back in the day with Guitar Hero and Rock Band all the time with no problem.
No, I
I don't know
promise
why. I cannot figure out this calibration.
I'm a white boy with no rhythm.
Yeah, no, yeah. Y'all need some rhythm.
It's driving me fucking wild. That's
Kinda
pissing me
where it
off.
Matters, okay?
Danganronpa Volume 3 Kill and Harmony of Anniversary Edition, console, PC. Outer Wilds, console. Deathloop is now on Xbox and on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's like a new, it's like a gold loop edition or some shit like that.
Yes.
And it has like a couple new weapons. It has new ability. It has new bad guys. It has an extended ending apparently, which I'm a little upset about. I'm going to look that up because I'm not playing that.
YouTube it.
Not playing that game again. It was my game of the year last year.
As much as you loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I'm not playing through it again.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Like if I could like because I got it from you, right?
Yeah. Fuck. What? Why?
I was just saying like I was just saying like I wonder if I could just like if I would be capable enough of just playing that last loop again. But
Yeah.
that was
I don't know, but it's coming to PlayStation Plus Extra.
Yeah, I know, but like
Currently
You
on
should
extra.
still have your game.
It's extra now.
we'll see. I just don't know. Like I barely. I mean,
If for some reason the download version doesn't work with your save, I still have the physical game.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'll think. Or I can just fucking YouTube it.
That too, yeah.
Yeah,
That
that
seems
too.
like a lot less work.
Yeah, that too.
And in one shot, yeah, this is definitely gonna work. I'm gonna YouTube it, and it's gonna
This is
show.
It's going to take me way less time.
I don't have to worry about it not working.
Significantly less time. Less buttons to remember.
Dude,
That's right.
So it was like it was definitely a fire drill for the last 2-3 kills I had. It was just like it was so smooth until that last bit of it, and then it was just anarchy.
I feel like that's every game that involves shooting with me. Like playing Cyberpunk, dude, had a mission where I was like, all right, I'm gonna clear out this area. I got these. I'm working on building up the hacking skills on my guy. I'm just gonna mostly hack and only shoot when I need to.
Yeah.
Like I took out 2 guys with hacking, and then all hell broke loose. Grenades were flying, and
The only games
I saw with a sniper rifle shooting at me.
the only games where I was successful at like infiltrating things stealthily was this second Metal Gear Solid reference in like 5 minutes. Metal Gear Solid 5, because I ramped up the sniper rifle I had. I ramped up the sniper rifle that Quiet had, and I was like, all right, you go over there. You kill these guys. I'm gonna stay over here. I'm gonna kill these guys, and then like there would be like no one left alive by the time I entered that base for that and for Far Cry 5. And I did that same thing, just mowing everybody I could see. If you were not in a house, you were dead.
Stay indoors. It was like the Purge. You were a one-man Purge.
I really was.
Let's see what else we got here. Slime Rancher 2, console and PC on September 22nd. Grounded 1.0.
The first Slime Rancher was a huge hit on Game Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lucy's a fan. I got to tell her she'll be pumped.
Oh, yeah. Grounded 1.0 release. So we're getting the official release of it, console, PC, and cloud on September 27th. And this game looked kind of interesting. Moonscars, cloud PC.
Yeah, that was a
27th.
Castlevania-y,
Yeah.
Soulsy
It's
type of
kind
thing.
like a combination type stuff. Yeah. Here, let me see. Oh, there's another one here. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything because they just announced this one today. Let's Build a Zoo, console,
Well, it's not.
PC. Valheim. Oh, the Valheim.
Oh,
That's
Valheim.
Valheim.
Yeah.
PC September 29th. That's it. Is there anything leaving? Let's just see.
There is.
There's a lot. Holy shit. September 30th, leaving. AI, the Somian Files, Astradia Ascending. Oh, I never got to that.
You got time?
Oh, yeah. Not for that. Dandy Ace, Dirt 4, Dirt Rally, Going Under, Lemons Gate, The First Slime Rancher.
Yep.
Subnautica, Below Zero, The Possession to Calvary, Unsighted, and Visage.
Did I tell you about Visage? Did I tell you about my time with Visage?
I think I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, it was just like, I mean, definitely, it's they're trying to be PT real hard, and it's just like, I was looking at, I was just like, okay, I finally figured out what I needed to do to make things happen, and then I was looking at this thing, I was like, man, how much am I like already like 3/4 of the way through this game? And I looked something up, and it's just like, if you don't do this things like in a certain order, you're like guaranteed the bad ending.
Oh,
and there's like no indication of like
Oh, see, I don't like that.
any kind of like way. There's no reason outside of just like this is. So I was just like, fuck this.
No, I don't like that. And then also, I did forget to grab it. TGS Tokyo Game Show. Xbox actually had a 15-minute show. They added a bunch of stuff on Game Pass as well, and stuff coming soon. It's like that's where the Ni no Kuni came in. There's a couple others that were added recently, and then Guilty Gear Strive, the most recent one's coming. I think it's Strive. Is coming, and the most recent Blaze Blue is also going to be coming to Game Pass, and those are two excellent fighting games. So, super pumped about that.
There you go. Extra.
There's some news stuff.
News.
It's not really worth talking about. Like we mentioned at the start of the show, like there was a bunch of events. 2 of them had any real interest and value. I mean, Ubisoft put out their turd sandwich.
As usual.
I mean, we decided we don't want to get into the whole stupid Xbox, PlayStation, Call of Duty bullshit.
No.
Let's not.
There's no point. It's billion-dollar companies pissing and moaning back. Wait. A $1 trillion company and a $1 billion company pissing and moaning back and forth over millions of dollars. And the only person who stands to get screwed in the end is gamers. So, yeah, it's not worth getting into. So I guess we'll just jump into the 2 events: the State of Play and the Nintendo Direct. Is that it? Those are 2?
Yes.
Okay.
On the same exact day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hours between each other.
Both announced like a day before.
Yes.
Yes. It was nice because the Nintendo Direct, I was still in Vegas, and it was at 7 a.m., and I was up. I was laying in bed. Dude, I didn't sleep like even the night like that I crashed early, I still slept like shit.
Yeah, you woke
like
up
I said,
2 in the morning
I
and
should have
didn't come
fucking
back out.
came back down because I slept like shit that night.
You missed quite the show.
I know. I know. The one night.
Mike also missed the show.
I'm still really mad at myself.
I needed to go to bed.
Listen, if what we followed for the next couple hours hadn't started like shortly after you left, I'm pretty sure me and Matt would have been done shortly after too. That like gave us energy to like stay up and keep
going.
drinking, and keeping drinking was not the right move for me.
All right. So let's start off with the Nintendo Direct. So we kick things off with one of the things that they're really pushing with the Switch. That is Fire Emblem. Brand new one, Fire Emblem Engage. It's a normal Fire Emblem game, typical strategy based, and it is coming very soon, January 20th, 2023. It looked very pretty. I
have no affection for Fire Emblem.
Me either.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have nothing to say.
So I don't know who you're apologizing to when you're looking at me.
We get me with a stock. So I'm sorry. Your choice to have Fire Emblem on the Nintendo Switch was poor.
I sold that stock years ago, man.
All right. Then we find out that It Takes Two is coming to the Nintendo Switch on November 4th. It looked a little rough.
It Takes Two looks like poo.
Yeah. It looked bad.
It takes deuce.
It Takes Deuce.
I like it.
Way better than my pun.
That is good. That is good. But it is making its way to the Switch November 4th. Finally, Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse is making its way to the West, coming in early 2023.
Right. I was going to ask, like, is this a new game or is it
So
like
this is basically Fatal Frame 4.
Gotcha.
Like that never came.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because the one that came out previously last year that they re-released, it did come out on Wii U, and that was kind of like a side story.
Yeah.
This one is like basically 4.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so it's finally coming to the West, early 2023, which is good because that means that whatever the last one they released must have sold well enough, I'm assuming. Which I've been waiting for a sale on, and it like never goes on sale. Or it does, it's like $5
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Good enough.
no, thank you.
Then we got a little bit of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the Wave 2 part of the expansion pass. There's a new hero being added, Inno. It's basically like a robot type character. They're also adding challenge battles coming October 13th. We got a new trailer for SpongeBob SquarePants, The Cosmic Shake, coming in 2023. And if you're a big fan of SpongeBob, all the actors' voices are going to be in it. So that's actually pretty exciting. Pretty cool. After that, I got super excited because it was Fist of the North Star, and that was kind of odd because it's fitness boxing Fist of the North Star coming in March 2023. It's hilarious. I won't get it, but it's hilarious. Then we got a trailer for a game called Oddballers. I'm kind of hoping this makes its way off the Switch. Coming in early 2023. It's basically a multiplayer game. Kind of reminding me of something like Gang Beasts, like in a way, like the way like all the different kind of like a group kind of play game type of game. I don't know. It could be fun. Then we got a trailer for Tunic, September 27th, like we said. Front Mission Remake 1 is coming in November. Number 2, Front Mission Remake 2 is coming in 2023. And Front Mission Remake 3 is coming in the future. They're all coming. Got a trailer for Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, coming in summer 2023. This is basically the new Harvest Moon, I believe. Basically,
It's Farm Simulator number 1.
oh yeah, there's a thing. Hold tight. Then we got a little bit of Splatoon 3 news. The first Splatfest is happening this weekend, actually, if you're listening to this podcast on release date, September 23rd through the 25th. So hope you're enjoying that. Then the first of many Square Enix stuff, Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out quite soon, February 24th, 2023.
What a weird journey that game has had. From just like
I-
weird like names, placeholder name demo,
Project Octopath Traveler.
to being like that's like their new
That's it.
That's their new like
That's
series
it.
of games is like weird game,
Yeah.
you know. And how do you describe like your game in 2 weird words put together? Octopath, that's a word, right? That's
Yeah.
one word. Traveler. All right.
Was 8 Paths of Travelers. We can't call it 8 Path Traveler. What can we call it? Octopus Traveler. There's no octopuses.
Octo. And they're walking a lot.
Back to the path. Octopath Traveler.
I gotta pick one of those
Wouldn't
games
it
to
be
play.
Octopath Travelers?
Don't
Shut up.
It was supposed to be a code name, and then people.
That's right.
then
People grabbed onto it.
Well, I
think that's kind of what happened.
Well,
honestly.
100%
No, I think what happened was it was the code name, and the game got so much positive buzz based off what they showed in the demo
Yeah.
that they're like, it would be stupid marketing to change this name now
Yeah.
to something else. It would just confuse people.
One day I want to know what the name of the game was supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I'm sure there was
Octopus
something
Traveler.
else. Oh, it's funny. And also the font they use for this, they use for so many things now.
yes.
The very serif with the underline. After that, we got Farm Sim 2, Fae Farm, coming in spring 2023. Another farming simulator with fairies.
Cool.
Yeah, that
yeah.
about sums it up
Then
right
there's a
there.
farm simulator with
I
dogs.
normally don't yawn in the microphone, but that one deserved
That's
it.
about it.
A farm simulator with dogs, and then a farm simulator with cats, and then a farm simulator with
Jesus
demons, and then a farm simulator. It's like, come on.
It's fucking ridiculous.
There's like 5 games. There's a farm simulators. There's roguelikes.
Oh yeah,
There's I don't know what else is popular right now. Space.
just space horror.
Are we still
space?
Yes.
Are zombies still popular? Is that still a thing?
I don't think so.
I think it's slowly fading.
yeah.
Finally, that took a long time.
Yeah.
It took just long enough for the market to get super saturated with zombie games.
Oh yeah, 100%. Some more Square Enix, and I am super pumped about this one myself. Theater Rhythm, Final Bar Line, This is the Final Fantasy rhythm game. It was on DS and 3DS back in the day, and I don't want to know how many hours. I'm glad they didn't keep track back then.
Well, you're gonna find out now.
Oh yeah, big time. There's gonna be 385 songs. There's gonna be a total of 502 songs with the DLC.
That's a lot of songs.
It goes across all the Final Fantasies, and they didn't show it, but I am almost positive 16 will be in there because they did that last time. There was something. Well, I forget. There was one they were working on, and they had songs in there where the game wasn't even out yet, which was cool. The DLC is also going to include like near songs, live alive songs.
Oh, okay, cool.
Saga series, so Octopath songs. So like it's going to cross everything. That's coming out on February 16th, so don't have to wait very long on that. So I'm super pumped. I cannot fucking wait for that. My problem is, do I get on Switch or PS4?
Well, your problem is all other shit coming out in February.
Oh,
That's your
this is
problem.
just the beginning.
You have a series of problems, sir.
This was the beginning of my February. This is the first February release because
All right.
Octopath I'm still finishing up on Xbox Game Pass anyways, the first one, and we're not getting in.
I was saying,
We talk about that. We're not getting into that because I am not in an argumentative mood tonight.
I mean, just look at our Twitter feeds. I summed it all up with the last tweet.
That pretty much sums it up. I know it's Square. Such a love-hate with them. Anyways, so after that, we got a trailer for, and I keep forgetting this game's coming out, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, October 20th.
I mean, the first one was okay. Are people really clamoring for another one of these? It'll sell.
It'll
sell 'cause people
did
like
that
Rabbids and
version.
people like Mario.
Yeah, it will sell.
And it's, a dumbed down, XCOM type gameplay that people, can play and enjoy. But it's like the first one was a close to launch title, and now there's more on the Switch. And
There's also not a ton coming out from Nintendo on the Switch right now. I mean,
Yep.
it was Splatoon.
they
3.
really blew their wad in that first year and a half.
They
of the
do what
Switch.
Nintendo always does. Like the
yeah.
the last quarter or more of their console life cycles is a trickle of first party titles. I mean, usually they're great, but geez.
Oh yeah. After that, they announced that Rune Factory 3 Special is coming in 2023. I'm assuming Rune Factory 4 Special sold so well. They're like, hey, let's remaster, release 3. And a new Rune Factory series is in development. We have more Nintendo 64 games coming to the expansion pass.
Me?
Pilot Wings 64. Mario Party 1. Mario Party 2. Mario Party 3. Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium 2. 1080 Snowboarding.
That's a cool one.
Yes. That was one of my favorite 64 games. So I'm actually pretty pumped about that. And Excitebike 64. But wait, there's one more. There is one more. GoldenEye with online play.
Very cool. I feel like a lot of people can be like, this is the game everyone loves? Like when it's actually released, it'd be like,
it does not hold up.
no, not even close. I think they're changing some of the controls too. Thank God.
If they change the controls to be like modern FPS controls, that will help a lot.
Big time.
Because I don't know when it was. It was when I had my N64 emulator on my computer and I had my USB N64 controller and I played GoldenEye. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
This, granted, this was like at the forefront of console FPS gaming.
Oh, yeah. This,
But
Jesus.
Back then, Jesus, it was unheard of the way it worked.
And it's like you need a 4-player split screen, and something would explode, and everything would stop, and chug, and all right.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're back. All right,
Okay, so I don't. They didn't announce this during the Nintendo
It was
Direct.
after.
Yeah, but it's coming to. Is it coming to Game Pass? If
is.
you have the Rare collection,
The Rare Replay, it's
Yeah.
a part of that, but Rare Replay is a part of Game
Pass,
Pass, so
okay.
it is essentially coming to Game Pass.
yeah, I'm hoping this leads to them getting the green light to release the remaster that's out there.
Yeah, that they had done for years.
Yeah,
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I'm hoping this is like step one to that
Yeah.
becoming a reality because I think this will be 1,000,000,000% more playable if they put modern FPS controls in it. That being said, it's still a 30-year-old game.
Mm-hmm.
No, not
Yeah.
30.
No, 25.
25, 20. Somewhere in there.
I am just surprised they figure out how to do the legal gymnastics to make it work.
Yeah.
All the licensing stuff and madness. How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
the people that own the James Bond IP are like super protective of that IP.
Yeah.
Like they won't just license it out to anyone. So the fact they were able to make that happen is kind of a big deal.
I keep forgetting the Hitman team is
Yeah.
making the
Yeah.
next James Bond, and
Yeah.
we haven't heard anything about that for a while. I wonder if we'll get a reveal at like maybe at Game Awards or something, because it's been a while now since they've kind of said that was going to happen.
The game doesn't exist.
Yeah, where was that from the last? Should have had it in the last one. Yeah.
Shut your mouth. I mean, the Hitman trilogy they were doing is wrapped up. It's over.
Yep.
Hitman 3 came out right after the launch of current gen systems, right? So it was about
Yes.
two-ish years ago,
Yeah,
2-3
yeah.
years ago.
So it's about
2.5.
time for them to kind of like
it's
at least
about-
make good enough
it's about a
progress. I
minute.
think to kind of show it off or start showing it. Maybe we'll see.
Oh, I did forget a news item.
What?
The GTA 6 leak.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll circle back to that in between these. Let's get through this and then we can talk about that and we'll go
you
back
do
to
your
this.
thing.
Another Square Enix with the Octopath font. Various Daylight is available now. This was an Apple Arcade game. Basically, it's like you have up to 100 daily tasks you can complete.
That sounds terrible.
That sounds awful. We got a trailer for Factorio coming October 28th. Basically, it's a construction sim. You're rebuilding a spaceship that just got destroyed. This game looked kind of interesting. Kind of hoping this is another potential Game Pass game. IB, September, coming in spring 2023. It's kind of like a 2D like psycho thriller kind of game. Yeah, it's like that 2D style, like old school 2D style, like puzzle, like psycho puzzle style or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looked interesting. Mario Strikers Battle League is getting a free update number 2 coming in later this month. Pauline and Diddy Kong are being added as playable characters, as well as gear in one more stadium. Altair Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End, and the Secret Key was announced, coming out on February
fell asleep at
24th.
this point. And I don't remember any of this happening.
I mean, you had been up like
Yeah,
a
I was
lot.
at a while.
Yeah, that was it. You just got home. That was the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah.
I don't remember any. I don't remember any of this.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 3 DLC.
Yep. Nope. No. I'm definitely
Nope.
fell asleep.
No,
Because I would have remembered that.
You took the red eye of all red eyes.
I did.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you
and
did.
I'm the most uncomfortable airline I could possibly take in. So like I did not sleep.
Two of the courses were shown that are coming in that wave. Merry Mountain from Mario Kart Tour and Peach Gardens from Mario Kart DS. And Wave 3 will be coming this holiday. Nintendo Switch Sports.
Not gonna lie. So my son's birthday passed recently, and he went to a friend's house, played Mario Kart. So he wanted Mario Kart, so
Yeah.
got that for him. Until I was buying that game for him, I didn't even know they had DLC for Mario Kart 8 at this point.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of it coming too.
Yeah, it's like I saw like the
All throughout all of next year, too. There's waves coming out.
Like I bought him I try to buy him digital versions of games just because
Sure.
he has all there and he can't lose the little
Yeah, right,
SD
right.
card discs. But yeah, I'm in the Nintendo shop and it's like Mario Kart Course Pack. I'm like, the fuck is this? It's the deluxe. This is supposed to be like the end all be all of Mario Kart.
This is like it's gonna be like the ultimate version of it,
Basically.
but when it all comes
Yeah.
out, because it's
I guess at some
unbelievable.
point here I'm shelling out $30 for a course pack.
Dude, just get the online expansion.
No.
They can play all these 64 games. You can play
Right.
GoldenEye.
No.
Nintendo games. I guess you don't need the
I
expansion.
mean, I
pack for
have the online.
that. Yeah.
No.
Mine is. I just have mine auto renewed, so apparently
Oh,
like
there
like
you
within
go.
the last like 2 weeks.
Oh shit! I should look into that. I don't know. I don't remember when I signed up for that. Nintendo Switch Sports. The golf update is coming. The free update to add golf. It's gonna have 21 holes from all the Wii different games. There's also gonna be 8-player survival golf. And instead of fall, it got pushed to holiday 2022.
Have they made it so you can just play regular golf?
Yeah. Yeah. The Mario movie is still coming in spring 2023. Still no
goody.
trailer or anything for it.
Oh, goody.
Pikmin Bloom is a mobile game. Sure.
So I can't react to any of this because I don't remember it. This is all news to me right now.
Mike thought he knew all this stuff.
I thought I saw the whole thing.
Pikmin 4 is coming and being made, coming in 2023. And they're actually going and the only thing they did show off was one screenshot. And you're actually going to be able to be on the ground with the camera view now.
All right.
It won't always be top down. You can be down. So that's pretty neat. Of course, it would not be a Nintendo Direct without Just Dance 2023 coming November 22nd. FYI, there is no physical version of this. So what you're buying now is just a code in a box this year. Square Enix and yet another farm sim, Harvestella, coming November 4th. There's a demo available now. Your save carries over. It is rough.
Oh yeah.
In handheld mode, it is like the blurriest thing I've ever played in handheld mode. I didn't even pop it on the dock yet to kind of see if it helps it, but wow, that was brutal. I don't know. I don't think so. I got a new trailer for good old Bayonetta 3. Still coming October 28th. Got a new game here for Mike here. Master Detective Archives Rain Code coming in spring 2023. This is from the Danganronpa team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta look that one up.
You should look it up. It actually looks really, really good.
Is this, didn't they have
Really
another
good.
detective?
You're delivering good news to Mike.
Yeah.
For the first time he's ever heard
For
it.
real. Didn't they?
I'm glad I could help.
So what was it? What was the what was it called again?
Master Detective
Archives Rain Code.
So is that Master Detective thing? Didn't they have something like that come out like last or
They
a
had
couple years
something else
ago?
come out that was like a remaster of the Famicom. It was a detective.
But is it the same family of things?
No,
it's different.
no,
than that.
Also,
Okay.
different.
Master Detective is a version of Clue.
It is, and I have that clue. I still have the original version of that one. They re-released it, and that's the best way to play it.
The original version or the re-release?
Either way, no.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
the
re-released
Master
of the
Detective
original.
version of it.
Okay, it's a re-release of the original, not like
Correct.
not like they botched the game of life over
No,
decades.
no. I feel like looking back, like I had the best collection of board games of all time. I had Master Detective Clue, which is great. I had 13 Dead End Drive, which they
13 Dead
put
End
back
is the
out again.
best.
I had the original. Oh God, it's not Cannonball Run. What was that one? It was like Fireball Island. I had the original version of that, which was this huge plastic thing. That was great, and they re-released that, but they made like a shitty version of it.
Well, I saw they just re-released two. I don't know if it was recently, but Forbidden Bridge.
Yes.
That was back in the day. That was awesome. The bridge
Yes.
shakes and shit. You got to carry the jewels.
Oh my God, I had so many of those. I had so many of those really cool games.
I think they realized we had awesome games, and the shit they came up with the last few years are terrible.
Yeah.
The classics are classics for a reason.
Right.
Also, I don't know if it's the original version of the Game of Life, but I have like the 1970s version before they
Nice.
started PCing it all up.
Oh, nice.
So there's actually like, negative squares in the game. That's not just like, oh, you drove through a puddle and your car broke down, which is what the modern game is.
I am looking forward to my Kickstarter version of Atmosphere. It's supposed to be coming at the end of this year. It's supposed to be shipping, I hope. We are playing it.
All right.
Also in the US, it was called Nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Yes, with the VHS.
Yeah.
With the Gatekeeper.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes. They released. They created a whole new like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you let me know.
Oh, we're playing. We're playing. I kickstarted the minute I saw that. I ordered the
dude.
deluxe edition and I get it all.
Might not want to open that. You got a rare Kickstarter that's being delivered.
Yeah, I know, right? I keep getting updates. It sounds like we're on track for December still. So because they said that I'm gonna get my shipping bill soon. So
Hey, all right.
that's how it's usually. That's the last key. So that's good. All right. After that, more excitement for you. Here we go. Ready?
Man,
Resident
Sebastian.
Evil Village Cloud Edition is
Yeah,
coming. This
fuck outta here.
October 28th.
I knew I saw something cloud edition in this
Resident
direct.
Evil. Cloud.
And the DLC is
Resident
coming.
Evil Village Cloud Edition. Oh. You went through the full gamut of
No joke,
emotions
when I
there.
was watching this, I was like, "There's," because before the thing popped up, I knew it was Village right away. I was like, "There's no fucking way." And I saw Cloud. I'm like, "Okay, that's how."
There's no fucking way I'm gonna buy it.
Well,
That's what
that too,
means.
right? So that's coming out on October 28th. The DLC will be December 2nd, though. So that's actually getting delayed on Switch.
Yep.
7, 2 remake, and 3 remake are also coming this year to cloud as well. Cloud versions as well.
Once again, there's nothing that you own less in life than a cloud-based Nintendo game.
Horrible. Then we got another trailer for Sifu coming.
I had a good nap. I don't remember this. Like I had no idea still.
And you said you didn't sleep on that
Coming November.
Sleepy passed out.
I basically did.
Coming November 8th to the Switch. You should go watch. You should go see how bad.
Oh,
it
really?
Looks. Oh, it looks so bad.
Sipu?
Yeah.
Did you drive home from the airport after this?
No, I got picked up.
Okay.
I got picked up. I was home during this because I watched this on.
yeah.
I watched it on the TV.
You were phically there, but your mind was checked out.
Dude, I was.
You had the glassed over eyes. You
That's
stood there
right.
expressionless.
Yeah, no, I was out. I was out.
We got another trailer for Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion with release date December 13th. It is coming this year. I am so pumped. So ready. Then they actually released a way better 4K trailer afterwards, and I am so pumped. It's gonna be awesome. That we got a trailer for Radiant Silvergun. It's a shmup. It's available now on Nintendo Switch. Endless Dungeon coming in 2023. I got problems with this next one. Tales of Symphonia Remastered coming early 2023. Super pumped. I was super pumped until I found out it is the locked 30 FPS version for all consoles. So the only way to play this game 60 FPS is still on GameCube. Believe it or not. Yep.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yep. Even the PC version, Xbox version, everything is going to be 30 FPS.
What? If I had 90 guesses,
Yeah.
what version of this game runs at 60 frames per second?
The GameCube.
GameCube would never even cross my mind.
GameCube's the only one. So I will basically, it's a fantastic game. I would not mind playing it through. I will be waiting for a heavy discount on that one.
My God.
Even though it's only $40, I'll be waiting 20 or less. Life is Strange Arcadia Bay Edition. So this is all of the original Life is Strange plus Before the Calm. Finally coming to Switch on September 27th.
Great games.
Yes. Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered. This is the Romancing Saga game that was released on PS2. It's coming out on December 1st. Lego Bricktales is coming fall 2022. Disney Speedstorm is still coming in 2022. Fall Guys Season 2 started on September 15th. And then the last two big ones here. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe is a brand new version of the Wii game. So it's the old school side scrolling Kirby, 4 players as well. Coming February 24th. Another goddamn February game. 2023. And we finally got a brand new trailer for Legend of Zelda. No longer the sequel to the Breath of the Wild. It is called Tears of the Kingdom. And it is coming on May 12th, supposedly. As well as Switch 2. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Oh, come on. What did they call it when it was
Or Switch Pro.
3DS? New Switch?
New Switch. New Nintendo Switch.
Super Switch.
Super Switch. So that was the Nintendo Direct for fall. A lot of good stuff.
A lot of stuff in
Lot
there
of good
too.
stuff in
A
there.
lot of stuff. I've beaten the dead horse of Breath of the Wild and how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting but we still don't know a ton about that game either.
We don't know anything. You tell me that you got rid of deterring weapons, I am willing to give it a chance.
I know more about GTA 6 than I know about that game.
Same.
So it's I don't know what to think about it, and honestly it all comes down to the weapons thing.
Yep,
If
that's
that's still in
100%.
there, I have no interest in the game.
No desire.
whatsoever. It could be the best game ever,
Yep.
like they said about the last one, and I
Yep.
will not play it.
100%. I'm with you.
So let's talk
Pass.
pass.
Let's go back to the news.
let's
for a
talk
second
briefly about the
before we go
GTA
back.
6 leak. So
Yeah, so
breaking news.
someone, I don't know who, hacked Rockstar. And in the process, they downloaded a bunch of
90 minutes.
90 minutes of development footage of the game. They released, I don't know how much of it online, a good chunk.
Quite a bit.
And you can go through it. It's out there on YouTube. It's out there. It's not hard to find at this point. I guess a lot of people online were saying, "Oh, it looks terrible." Well, it was never intended for your eyes, and they're still 3 years away from release. So,
Minimum.
and to be perfectly honest, I didn't think it looked that much worse than GTA 5.
Okay. Minus the missing faces, of
Right.
course, because
Well-
they're still working on that shit. I thought it looked really good. I thought
and
it
they
was
still got
really
they still got
good.
3 years of development in
And
this thing.
supposedly it was a 2019 build on PS4 that they started, or it was PC, but like that was like the era that they were still it was built off of, and it looked that good. I'm like, holy shit! I cannot wait to see this thing. Like,
Right. That's, I looked at it. I'm like, I think this looks fine for knowing where they are. You know, timeline wise, where they are in the dev cycle. You know, when to expect release and like in return, like a bunch of other dev studios that like kind of rallied around Rockstar and was like, yeah, here's how the early version of Control looked. Here's how the early version of God of War looked.
Yeah.
And of course, they all look like shit because like the environment's not fully built out. Like the details and the graphics are one of the last things to get done before the game goes
graphics
out.
are first.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's not make sure the functionality's there first. Graphics are first.
Side note: I love watching the game in the making stuff too. I love watching like the Horizon stuff, the Control. I love that stuff. So that was like a happy side note.
It was kind of cool to see all that. Like,
that was really neat.
Absolutely.
But it was one of those things like I didn't get the people bitching about how it looked, and like as a result, I didn't really get like all the other devs being like, yeah, here's how our highly rated Game of the Year games looked at this at similar stages in development.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, for where it is, I think it looks fine. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, no.
I mean, as long as they don't, I know they've said like it seems like they're going more towards calming down on some of the more outrageous stuff they've done and said in those games. I'll be curious to see what I'm still going to get it when it comes out on launch day. Mm-hmm. But I'll be curious to see like how much they tone it down, because that kind of irreverent comedy and commentary has always been a big part of GTA. So
I'm kind of curious because like the girl, the one scene the longer scene that I watched was her robbing the restaurant.
Yeah.
And man, she was in there like. Well,
that's the
it
thing
wasn't
too.
it wasn't that censored for me.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? It was like, all right, this is still. It feels like GTA.
That's the thing. Like people are getting all butthurt. Like, oh, there's a female protagonist. Who cares? You mean to tell me you can't design a female game character to act the same way that the guys have acted in those games for fucking decades? People,
she's got a whole simp crowd.
Also,
I'm
like,
sure she does.
GTA Online has plenty. Like they let you be a woman in there.
Oh,
too.
right, yeah.
So like,
No, I mean, and
so
I just
stupid.
it's the internet. People find a reason to get pissed
Well,
off
yeah.
about anything.
100%.
Not to mention, never mind. I'm not getting. If I keep going down this road, it's going to go down a political road, and that's not what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just dumb. It's like there's no other way to put it. It's like, if you're making scrambled eggs and you look in the first 10 seconds, like, this looks like shit. What am I doing here?
Right.
Then you gotta let it cook. Just like anything else. You gotta let this game cook. And this is a couple years previous too. It sucks for everyone at Rockstar. This is kind of like the debut of this game that we knew it was coming and all this different stuff, but like
I mean, it sucks that they I would say for Rockstar, from my perspective, it sucks for their PR department that has to address this.
Yeah.
Sure.
But if I'm the developers, I'm like, who gives a shit? This was 2 years ago, and we still got 2.5 more years of
For all
development
we
time.
know, that all of that could have been scrapped.
And
for
also,
all we know,
when they had the first if y'all remember how GTA 5 was announced, it was they had all those videos with the woman talking over the background, this is GTA 5. In GTA 5 you play in this place and you can do these things and here are the characters. When they do that, that's gonna be that's gonna be the most highest trafficked thing for the next month. When this game actually comes out,
100%.
it's gonna be the fastest selling piece of entertainment history.
It's not gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter. I think in the long run, it's just I don't know. It's just unfortunate. It was unfortunate it happened. It's unfortunate that a bunch of I'm assuming the vocal minority. I'm hoping the vocal minority. They're doing what they always do.
Oh, it's totally vocal. It is
being
what
vocal
it is.
and
being vocal about dumb shit.
Exactly, and it's it's just incredibly dumb that they're basing opinions on this thing that's not even close to being done.
Yeah, exactly. And and a lot of people too were like, oh, way to go, guys, now this game's getting delayed or never blah blah. It's but at the same time, it's why would that affect development though? It's okay, we're still working on this. They're gonna and Rockstar, and then Rockstar finally released that statement.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we're still working on it. This doesn't affect anything. Why would it? Exactly. It's because again, we don't know if that's even current footage at all.
The only thing it affected is it took some people's attention away from working on the fucking game to address
For 2 days, right? For 2 days, like
address
it messed it up. Yeah,
a leak of 90 minute of pre-alpha footage of what's going to be a 40 to 60 hour game.
right.
But the way I play games. But and like I don't know. Like I said, I mean this because something got leaked usually has no bearing on if something is going to get like delayed or not too. I don't think they're not going to go and like chop all this stuff off.
Right.
Nothing like that has happened since Half-Life 2.
And Half-Life 2 did have a delay.
But that was because the whole entire source code
Correct.
got leaked. So that was a totally different story.
Correct.
This is a little different.
This is more like when Halo 2 got leaked, and they had like
Yeah, right.
70-something
Yep.
or 70,
Yep.
a bunch of that story got leaked, and that still came out on time. So
Last of
Last
Us
of Us Part 2, yep, that's
Same
another
thing.
good one.
The whole thing's stupid. I hope the guy who hacked it enjoyed his 15 minutes of internet fame.
Well, the FBI's looking into him now.
Cashes his internet points.
Well, yeah, he's trying to blackmail Rockstar now.
Well, I said that's the whole reason it got released. He was
Yeah.
trying to get money out of
Yeah.
him. They didn't pay his ransom
Rockstar ain't gonna
demands.
give him shit. Well, we'll give you something. Here's a letter telling you to get your ass in
Yeah,
court
and
and you're going to jail.
Most of the time, those ransomware attacks, they'd get the money and then they release it anyway because they're like, who the fuck cares?
Well, it's like working in large corporation IT. Like for when ransomware became a big thing a couple of years ago, it was okay, pay the ransom and you'll get the key to decrypt your stuff. And over time, it's gone from that to like where it was kind of like a honor amongst thieves things where they would actually get to give you the key to now the guidance from everyone is like, don't pay the ransom. There's no point.
Nope, there isn't any.
Because they're either going to release it or they're going to give you a decryption key that doesn't actually decrypt your data.
Right. Yep. But no,
Make sure your backups are in order.
yeah. The only thing that makes me wonder about this is I wonder if this changes when Rockstar was going to first reveal it now. That's the only difference. Because I was wondering if maybe we'd get were we maybe going to get like a teaser or something like that at the Game Awards or something like that, or like around that time. And now it's like, maybe they're like, we don't want to do that because we don't want to feel like we're being forced to push stuff out.
I was like, if anything, I think it accelerates the timeline for that, so they can go here. This is what the game actually looks like that we're working on now.
True,
not 2
that's a
years
good
ago.
point too. Yeah.
But still, I don't. If I'm Rockstar, I just carry on with my business. I mean,
100%.
congratulations, you showed some pre-alpha footage.
Hell, if anything, it actually got me kind of excited for 6
Yeah.
now, honestly. It got me kind of pumped for 6.
I've been excited for 6 since PlayStation 3.
Well, yeah.
The only thing, I mean,
It's the first time I beat that goddamn game.
all right. So Sony is the next one, right?
Yes, State of Play.
All right, State of Play.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, as you were going through Nintendo stuff towards the end there, I'm like, God damn it, we still got State of Play to go through.
That's okay. This is a lot smaller. So State of Play. So we kick things off with our first look at Tekken 8.
It was beautiful.
Tekken's still a thing?
My God, it looks incredible.
It is a Guinness World Record holder for the longest continuous storyline in video games. Because you don't break them all up. It's the same story for all 8 of them.
All right.
So yes, it is still a thing.
All right. Good for them.
And seven was huge up until they were still pumping stuff up until like the last year.
I'll say,
It's crazy.
I've never had. Back when I played games in an arcade, I would play Tekken. I've never had any strong feelings towards one way or another.
I was deep into Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag
It was
back in the day.
it was a
first
fine
Tekken
game.
Tag.
It was a change of pace from the Mortal Kombat and Street Fighters at the time.
They do have the best. Tekken still has the best mini game, Tekken Bowl.
I said I bought
it is
Tekken
the
7
best.
just because it includes Tekken Bowl.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I got this.
After that, we got into a couple PlayStation VR 2 games coming. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition coming in 2023 is also currently out on Oculus. And Demio is also in development for VR 2. This is also out on Oculus. It's a tabletop kind of D&D type game.
Real quick, TGS is going on right now. Tokyo Game Show is going on right now. Well, it was going on.
It was this past weekend, yeah.
And they had some hands-on. People got hands-on with PSVR 2, and it was one of those things. It was like the classic Sony 1-2 punch of like everyone puts the headset on. Like this is like really transformative. That people got to play a demo of the Horizon game, Call of the Mountain.
Call of the Mountain, yes.
And everyone's like, how great it is, how awesome it is, how great it, how nice the headset feels, and there's a one cord going to the front of the PlayStation 5, and it's all great. And it sounds like they played that. They played Saints and Sinners, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners,
Yep.
and they played that Star Wars game,
Yep.
and they played Resident Evil Village, and people were like, "Oh
that
man,
sounds
it
incredible.
sounds great, it sounds incredible." Oh man, all this hype is gonna be great, and then by the way, it does not play PSVR 1 games. Like, move motherfuckers! Why can't we just have the one punch? Why is it always gotta be a 1-2 punch?
Always.
Always. Before hardware comes out, it's always the same goddamn
I know,
thing.
I
It's the same thing with the
know.
goddamn Vita. Everyone's
do-
pumped for the Vita.
they do that.
Oh, memory cards are gonna be $300, and you
Yeah,
can't find them.
proprietary. Always.
Sorry.
So I think that's Sony's fault for insisting on a 15-year-old controller for the PSVR 1.
100%.
I don't disagree. Don't
So,
disagree.
well, so there's that, which means anything that is forward compatible, whatever everyone word it, backwards compatible at this point. I don't know. It's going to require some redevelopment.
Sure.
They're going to try to resell it to you.
Oh, 1,000%.
100%.
We're gonna get remastered versions. We're gonna get like Game of the Year.
I'm
The
versions.
very
sure-
first one will be Astrobot. Guarantee
Probably.
it. Guarantee it.
I'm sure there's going to be a couple of devs out there who do the good guy move and like, hey,
Update.
we got a PSVR 2 compatible version. If you got if you own this, you can update it and play it on that platform.
That's all I asked for Blood and Truth. That's all I asked for.
You know what Astrobot's gonna do?
That's a Sony studio. You're not getting that for free.
Fuck no.
You know what Astrobot's gonna do? It's like they always do the pack-in, right?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be Astrobot 2 with Astrobot 1. I bet maybe like combined to show up
$70.
on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta have
gotta do it
you gotta
somehow.
have something.
So yeah,
That's right. I
I'm-
forgot. I forgot Blood and Truth is fucking Sony themselves.
You're
God
not getting
damn
that
it.
for free.
Not getting that for
You're
free.
paying $70 for that.
God damn it. Fuckers.
Yeah, no, I'm firmly of the belief that the thing holding that back is the Move controllers.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because it tracks the lighting. Of
It
the,
tracks completely
everything.
differently.
Yeah, it
like
does.
with it says
Yeah.
it was a camera up front, like whatever
It's just
the fuck that
super.
was.
It's just super disappointing though. Like
Yeah.
they couldn't figure
No,
out
I-
a way because that's the thing for me. It's like okay now because like I still have plenty of VR
Yep.
like PS1 VR games that like the first VR games that I don't want to get rid of or that I haven't even gotten.
And
to
now you
yet.
can't even get you can't get rid of the headset
And I can
because
that's saying use that money towards getting the new one. Like that was the thing because like now it's like okay I and as I put it like on Twitter, I'm in limbo of like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this date. It's gonna be expensive.
I would say, well,
It's
depending on
gonna
the
be-
price they drop on this based on the specs,
yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
you may not be looking to get that at launch anyways.
exactly. So, but like if I could have at least
there is
sold
a-
my headset now,
There is
and,
a
like
very
hold
real
off.
chance that it's going to cost more than the PS5.
There's a very real chance it's going to be just as available as the PlayStation 5 is right now.
Well,
too.
see, that's my concern too. It's gonna be like a pain in the ass to get one.
PlayStation 5s are becoming rapidly
Digital
more
versions.
accessible.
I did see.
I think it was on Walmart, and Walmart and somewhere else had them like the Horizon bundles available just for regular order. You have to be Walmart Plus or anything for a couple of days straight.
I saw some Series X's at my Walmart here.
Yep, I saw some Series X's in the wild, and I was at Best Buy, and I saw a lady carry one from the back to the front.
Okay.
It wasn't in the cabinet, so they had one there. It didn't look like it was any like special thing happening.
I
Yeah,
think,
my Walmart here they actually had like 4 of them in the cabinet.
I think there's. I don't know if it's this weekend coming up or soon, but GameStop's going to have them in stock Saturday for pro members,
Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
for general public.
so.
So I mean, they're becoming more available. And like I
Yeah.
said, they sat in stock on Walmart and wherever the other place was for
Right.
a couple days.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's good. I don't know. It sucks. Though,
And it
'cause-
wasn't any stupid Walmart Plus or Best
Oh
Buy
yeah,
Total
right.
Tech
Yeah,
bullshit.
exactly. But man, I gotta tell you, after hearing everyone's stuff about Village on VR2, oh my god, that made me want this
Hearing
VR.
Horizon, I was just like, oh,
Well, Horizon
my
2, like
goodness.
I was watching some of the footage, and I was just like, okay,
I don't
this
want to
is
hear about that because I don't want to spend $700 plus the cost of a game for.
art. It looks amazing.
Shut up.
Amazing.
Shut up.
And then Village, like
I'm
the part with the sisters,
Yeah.
and then all the flies. They say like the headset, like as you're getting dragged with all the flies, the headset's buzzing.
Nope.
Like the flies. I'm like, yes, I need this. I need this.
I am. Whenever they announce this thing and they release it, I'm fully going with the mic. I need 5 solid games in this thing before I buy it. Strategy, because otherwise I will buy it and I'll play Horizon and it'll collect fucking dust.
Oh, fuck. You know how you guys know me. Just come
Yeah,
here.
I
Just
know.
come
Yeah,
here.
you
Just
don't-
come over. plan a Saturday. You just come here. You can play it the whole fucking day. You can sign in your account and fucking so you can get your trophies and play. It's fine. All right. After that, we got something coming to the West for the very first time from Sega. Like a Dragon, Ishin, coming February in 2023. This is the Yakuza series.
Okay. So Yakuza is now Like a Dragon.
Now,
So,
in the U.S., it is now Like a
Yakuza
Dragon.
was only Yakuza in the U.S. It's always been Like a Dragon in Japan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Literally, the translation of the company name is Like a Dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
They called it Yakuza because they thought that name would resonate more with an American audience.
Got you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so now that they are known and everyone loves them, so Like a Dragon is the new thing.
So they have this one.
So we have this one. So this is the one that was on PS3 only in Japan.
And this one
So
is
now
like,
this is being
Okay.
remastered.
That makes me feel better because I looked up video of this because I didn't see the State of Play live,
Yes.
and this looked like the brawler style that
It is.
everything
It
before
is.
Like
It
a
is.
Dragon was.
So it's Brawler, but
Which
I
I
think
was-
it's even different from the
I was
typical Brawler.
disappointed by that because it said after Like a Dragon that Yakuza / Like a Dragon is going to be turn based going forward,
Right.
and Judgment / Lost Judgment
Yes.
is going to be the brawler style going
Yep.
forward. And I saw this as the brawler style. I'm like, oh, they lied. But now knowing that it's an old game that was never
Yes.
released, that makes me feel better.
So this was on PS3. This was never released out of Japan. And basically the reason why they're bringing it here is because Ghost of Tsushima did so well. Because of like they were worried about how the Western audience would take like that kind of setting. Like, would they be accepting of like that type of setting?
There's like 5 Ghost of Tsushima like games coming
Oh,
out.
yeah,
like,
there's a
now.
whole bunch.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the new zombie game.
Yeah.
That's one new game genre.
There we go.
So yeah, so there's this.
So yeah, so there's now they had their own little conference thing,
Right.
So now there's another one called Like a Dragon. I forget. There's a little bit. There's
Man
a
who lost his name or something.
man who
like
lost
that.
his name, Gaiden,
Yes.
and now so that is also going to be Brawler style, but it follows Kiryu from the Yakuza series.
And it's more of like an offshoot story.
So this basically takes place of after 6 before before Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Okay.
So we understand what he was up to in between those years.
Right, but he does make an appearance in 7.
Because he makes an appearance
Yes.
in Like a
and it looks like he's
Dragon.
going to make a very big appearance in 8.
And 8 was also so Like a Dragon 2 was announced, or Yakuza 8 Like a Dragon. No, Like a
No.
Dragon 8 was
Yeah.
announced. See, this is my problem when developers do the switch. Like, I get why you're switching the name, but it confuses the hell out of like people. So Like a Dragon 8 is coming in 2024. That will be the next turn-based game.
Oh, it's so far away.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't like that. Okay. I understand Kiryu being in there. Like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But this is like I loved Ichiban and all those guys. Like, I want that to be their story.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I mean,
he's still the main.
he still seems like the main guy. We
Yeah.
don't know what Kiryu's going to be doing. He might be one of those side characters. He might just be showing up every once in a while.
Right.
He might who knows what
Well,
he's
he's got
going
a
to
new
be.
hairstyle and everything now, so I'm kind of curious what all that's about. Which I'm assuming this is what that guidance going to kind of lead us probably into that. Like, it's going to be the
That would make some
prologue
sense.
basically to that.
Yeah, but-
which then I think will help make a little bit more sense going into it.
Yeah, but I wasn't too happy about the 2024 either. Like, I want to play
I
that
know,
game
it's
now.
so far away. That's okay. We got Ishin and we've got
We got 19
both
games
of them
between
are
now and then.
2023.
You got those.
I also have Judgment.
I cannot
I've tried
fucking-
the Brawler
I can't
ones.
fucking wait.
I couldn't get into them.
I can't wait. It's gonna be great. After that, we got a preview at the exclusive PlayStation Quest for Hogwarts Legacy coming February 10th, 2023. That quest is going to be exclusive for an entire year.
Yeah, nobody tell my wife because she's playing that shit on Xbox. PlayStation's out leaving the basement. I know she doesn't want to go down there and try to play a video game while the kid's screaming his goddamn lungs
Bless.
out. My child screams like a fucking banshee.
So
That game continues to look good.
it does.
And I'm like, I have no connection to Harry Potter, but the game looks good.
Another goddamn fucking February game for me.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's one up Mike's sleeve here. Got a trailer for a brand new game called Pacific Drive coming in 2023. It looks very narrative based. Like it reminded me of like As Dusk Falls on Xbox. Like in terms of like the way it would play.
Yeah.
Like obviously not the same motion stop, but like in terms of like that where it's a little more fluid.
Is it the one with the car?
With the
And-
car.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have a feeling it's gonna play narratively.
Yeah, it seems. I don't know what the hell's going on in that game, but it definitely looked cool. Yeah, the old station wagon that looks like you're souping up.
Yeah.
That you're trying to get for like to some kind of weird demon storm thing happening.
That was really weird.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm definitely down though.
Yeah.
That looks like that looks like something I'm interested in.
For sure. Then we got a reminder that PlayStation Stars is a thing that's coming. You can earn NFTs that are not NFTs.
They're not NFTs.
That are
They have
not-
no value.
That's what I'm
They are
saying.
totally fungible.
Yeah. It's coming in late September, early October.
It's like owning stock in the Packers.
Yeah, pretty much. This is just gonna be just annoying.
It's not
It's gonna be whatever.
Isn't I mean, if they can get if they can get to the level of the Microsoft rewards,
Oh.
super happy.
Oh, 100%.
There's no way that's gonna
absolutely
happen.
no way. No way.
or it's gonna be something
Mike's
like
got
real
a
ridiculous.
part-time
shit.
job out of the Microsoft
Hell yeah.
Rewards.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I got like
So, someday I'm coming over
Dude,
here and give a tutorial on
I've
that.
almost got to.
oh, it's so simple. I
I'm,
got you.
I'm trying to decide right now. Should I use what the credit I have and turn into a gift card? Should I buy games or should I get the Elite 2 controller? That's what I'm trying to think right
I'm
now.
well, real quick.
I'm going back and forth.
Did I
We'll
tell you this-
discuss that later.
Did I tell you this too? Like the points, if you do a gift card, they're only good for 90
year.
90
days.
days.
Oh, yeah,
90 days when you redeem it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
okay.
That's why I've not redeemed
Yeah,
any of my
I'm-
points yet. I'm
I
like,
got
hold on.
I have 140,000 I'm banking on right now.
Yeah. Let's see. After that, we got a trailer for a game called Sin Duality, coming in 2023. This was kind of like a virtual novel meets mech battle.
Oh, yeah.
mech action game.
Yeah, that one looked
Looked
interesting.
interesting.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on half the time when
No.
I'm watching that one.
No.
But yeah, it looked interesting.
After that, we got kind of a bit of a surprise here. So we got a brand new trailer for what we saw at an Xbox showcase previously for a game that was previously called Project Eve, is now called Stellar Blade, coming in 2023, and is now PS5 exclusive. So it was coming to everything, and now it's PS, and it was first shown at an Xbox showcase,
Yeah.
and now it's PS5 exclusive, and it still looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks good. That definitely looked good.
I'm a little salty about it being a PS5 exclusive now, though. But that's okay. I got it. Don't care. Gonna play it. It looks awesome. Then we got a trailer for a brand new Team Ninja game coming. So now this one will be exclusive to PS5 as well. Rise of the Ronin coming in 2024. Basically, Neo meets Samurai.
Looks good.
Shinobi, whatever. To wrap things up here, we got God of War Ragnarok is going to have their own DualSense controller coming on November 9th. Oh, looked okay.
Looks so stupid.
I didn't really care for it.
I don't.
I like the colors. The
colors are fine.
the picture on the it was kind
I
of
feel like
stupid.
so many of these like special like game special
Mm-hmm.
edition PlayStation controllers are just so lazy. It's a different color scheme, and they put the fucking logo on the touchpad, and it
Not
looks-
even the logo for this one. It's like a weird. It's an odd picture they have on there.
And after like God of War 2018 had the special edition PS4 Pro.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That thing was awesome. This is just like whatever. This looks like someone put stickers on
I
something.
feel even like with the PS4 generation, like the controllers they did tied to
Oh,
game
a lot
releases,
of them.
they all looked like just lazy.
I don't have it here, but my
Cheap shit.
My DualShock 4 that I hung on to for VR purposes, it literally is just printed on there. It's the Zone of the Enders 2 logo. That's all it is on the touchpad. That's all it fucking is.
There was like at one
I
point,
want it from Konami for free, so
Hey.
whatever. But still though, like it's like that's all you did. Like that, it's just a normal black controller.
well,
like,
at one point I came across like a Star Wars limited edition PlayStation 4 controller, and it was a black controller.
oh yeah, yeah.
With white and red analog sticks,
Yeah.
and it had the Star Wars logo like embossed on the touchpad, and that was it.
yeah. The Xbox ones are awesome. They're
Xbox,
so expensive.
Xbox is
but
they,
they're
they do
awesome.
a better job with making it like a custom controller
Because they
design
do the
for this
stand with
game.
it too, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that's badass. Like the Boba Fett one's awesome.
The Gears 5 one was really
Oh,
cool.
the Gears 5 one. That was the one I almost
one
almost
was
tipped
really
the
cool.
money on that one. I'm not even like I like Gears, but I'm not a huge Gears
Yeah,
fan. But
yeah.
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was really good.
And then after that, we wrapped up with a God of War Ragnarok story trailer coming November 9th. I'll be honest, I didn't watch it.
Neither did I.
Cool. So I can't give my impressions.
Apparently, everyone loves it. Easy Allies love it.
Sounds like it's awesome. Yeah.
That's everyone. That's all you need.
So I didn't.
But yeah, I pretty much went black.
One's all you need. Yeah, I mean, if you love the 2018 one and you know you're going to get this one, what's the point in watching any more, trailers or reveals or anything? I mean,
I saw a screenshot that someone, obviously, because Twitter.
Yeah,
because
saw a screenshot, you
a
were
couple
upset
of
about
gifs and things like that came out.
I saw Kratos and Thor, and I was
yeah.
just like, cool.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I'm good.
Yeah, totally. I am ready to go silent. I'm ready to. I am.
I'm so ready for that.
Ready to rock and roll for that.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready to pump so many hours into that.
maybe after I finish Cyberpunk, I'll take another crack at God of War.
I keep forgetting you haven't played that.
Even when I took a crack at it before, I don't feel like it wasn't even like the real college try. It was like I sat
Oh, no,
down.
sure.
I sat down, started playing it for maybe an hour,
Yeah.
and like the kids started screaming upstairs, and I walked away, and I never went back to it.
My only concern about for you is like you finish 1 and then 2 is right around the corner. It's just like I'm burned out of this.
No, that's my problem with. I cannot get myself back into Horizon because I finally got through.
Yeah, you finished 1.
Zero Dawn this earlier this year, like literally a week before the
Yeah.
new one came out, and every time I try to go back to it, I literally play it for like 30 minutes. I'm just like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
I just can't. Like, which sucks because like I want to get. I mean,
When's that
especially
come
when Game
out?
of the Year stuff. What's it?
When's that come out?
November
9th.
10th, 9th,
Yeah, well,
8th or 10th.
depends on when I finish Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Because if I can fit both games in without like ruining whatever Uncharted game it was for myself, where
Sure.
I crammed them all into like a week. If I can do it without doing that before we do Game of the Year stuff, I may push for it. Otherwise, I'll just do it at my leisure.
Yeah,
So I mean, that was, what did it take us? Like
40, 50.
Was it that much? Was it really that much?
But
Holy
again, I
shit.
play games very weird. So like, take,
I'm just trying to think. No, I'm just trying to remember. It's been so long. I can't.
But if there's no multiplayer games coming out there, and they suck all my time up.
Well, I would say, are you skipping Call of Duty? Modern Warfare 2?
I'm not getting that. Well, if I get it at launch, it's just to play the campaign. In which case, I might get it on Xbox, so I'm not tempted to play it on fucking multiplayer.
Oh, there you
God
go.
of War 2018, according to How Long to Beat, main story 20 and a half hours.
Okay, so that makes
I've
okay.
got
So
problems.
So I'm usually
that sounds about right.
I'm
then.
usually above the curve on How Long to Beat, so that'd probably be about a 30-hour game for me if I like just focus.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which isn't bad.
That's not too bad.
Knock
If
that
you,
out. I can casually knock that out in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I was
think
just gonna say if you start that like by like the second week of October,
If it hooks me 2 weeks, that game will be done.
yeah,
If it doesn't hook me, then I'm not making it past where I realize the point that this isn't for me.
right.
And in which case, I have no interest in the second one.
Well, yeah, no, that's true.
that makes sense.
But no, another decent state of play. I
But
mean,
also, I have like 2 full weeks off in December, so
hey, there you go.
God, I can't wait for that.
But yeah,
I just got back from days off work. I can't wait for more days off work.
I thought it was a decent state of play. Again.
Yeah.
I know it's one of those like where it's just like some cool stuff in there. Nothing necessarily mind blowing or
They
anything.
didn't show any, they got some stuff they should have shown in a while. Like there's still no Spider-Man 2, no Wolverine.
I mean,
I was kind of surprised no Spider-Man 2, only because that's supposed to be next year.
Yeah.
So like, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen anything yet on that.
But I mean, if they're trying to take this time to show God of War and capitalizing on the interest in that, why blow your load all
Sure.
at once?
Yeah, they usually have like a big state of play for like their first party titles before they release, just focused on just that one main game. So maybe they're not doing that with this one.
Yeah.
This was part of it. I don't know. But yeah, there's
If their big push right now is God of War, they don't want to overshadow.
no 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's still like I don't know. There's like a dozen Sony studios we don't know what the hell they're making right now. So like
They're remaking their VR games from PSVR 1. They can charge you double the price.
Stop.
Bah.
No. Stop. I told you I didn't want to argue or get mad today.
I'm not arguing. I'm just telling you what's happening.
So yeah, again, that was all kinds. Man, it was like this last week was like
Just
nuts.
like madness. Like it's just ridiculous. And
All
then
kinds
like,
of stuff.
I mean, February is the new November. Like it's absolutely
I said
ridiculous.
October's kind of crazy. I mean, November has a few things in it. I mean, it was November. November's crazy.
No, November's crazy.
November's
October's got a
crazy.
few things.
Yes, yeah,
November's nuts.
And February.
December actually is kind of crazy too.
Yeah, like Callisto Protocol, and then
Yeah.
the month after that's going to be Dead Space 2 or Dead Space Remake. I mean,
Yeah, December's got quite a bit at the beginning there. It's wild. Oh yeah, don't forget, and they announced Sonic Frontiers is going to be
yeah,
fighting head to head with God of War.
that's a mistake.
I mean,
That's a big mistake.
Which is going to be a shame if it actually reviews well. I'm going to feel bad for Sonic. Like, not feel bad because it's their choice.
Yeah.
But like the release date. But it's like if it actually reviews well, it's like you guys are idiots.
But like, okay, so November. Let's say November is the earliest they could release it. Okay.
Yeah.
November has God of War. December might be a good time to it, but December is not also a great time to release the game. Like there's
Sure.
one or two that get released early
Yeah.
in December. Okay, fine. January probably might have been better. There's not a ton going on in January.
I think January's actually pretty quiet.
And
just jump into February. Why not?
no, but
Jesus
it's before February, so January probably makes more sense. But
Yeah.
what do I know? All right, I need to teach Art how to use Microsoft Rewards, and then we will all see you next time, Stickheads.